Alright, so welcome back. Hopefully all of you guys are having a fabulous day here today. I've talked a bit about basically what is up and coming and things we expect with Season 8 here and there throughout bits and pieces of my videos over the last few weeks, but I wanted to talk about skill sets as we do have some information, and it looks like we already kind of know who they're going for, and it's again between these two options, and when it does come down to it, we can kind of like, in a way, you know, go farther and kind of predict it. Today I want to talk about that, go through everything and whatever we know, and also what happened last season, everything kind of situated with there. Let's jump into it. New to the channel, like and subscribe, it helps out a ton. Let's hop into things. Let's check it out. So first things first, we'll start off with like the most basic kind of way to look at it. So first, who are the Quirk skill sets we have? Just know there was like a massive leak that came through, and I covered this on the channel, right? Where we went through and talked about all the freaking Quirk skill sets because they now are named, and they're setting like the variation tables for them, basically being that there's a second one in development. Like basically there's President Mike already released, but they're already prepping his, you know, Quirk skill set basically as like a placeholder. So in the future, whenever they get back to it, it's already ready to go, and they already have like the names and everything. We've already talked about this. Like battering ram was originally Cementos. Looks like it's now been changed to Slam. A lot of the characters again have Quirk skill sets. So again, a lot of people have like this thing where they saw that leak and they're like, oh, no way, maybe it's Cementos next or whatever. But we still have the original leak that still is, you know, being used, because when we were originally finding these Quirk skill sets, they were being updated very slowly and going through it that way. But the two Quirk skill sets that again were sort of found originally were again Denki Kaminari, as mentioned again. This is the one that we were waiting for a bit now. And again, it was Quirk skill set Lightning. Still, again, that name never got updated. It's still Quirk skill set Lightning as of the updated leak. And then there's also Ejiro Kirishima. Those two, again, were leaked at one point. And again, that's how they found things here. Originally when Hydros was going through stuff, that's again how they handle these two things. So up and coming, it's put probably between these two. Toga was also at one point leaked, right? That was at one point leaked. And again, JP was actually predicting it perfectly. I don't know if you know this already, but this was the little thing they published for the anniversary. And it was correct that Toga was the Quirk skill set, because JP players broke it down like this. They said, you gave us Deku, you then went into a villain, you gave us Shigaraki, and this is true, full bullet, into Katashigi, into blue Bakugo, into red Dabi, into purple Todoroki, into blue Toga. If you were to look at it, they're going just down the roster of Class 1A, so it looks like they're, obviously the League of Villains, but now it leaves you with who over here? Most likely it's going to be between, again, Kaminari and Kirishima. Looks like people are leaning for some reason on JP towards more so Kirishima. A lot of people are saying that Red Riot has the most potential, and it makes sense. I don't know if they're like doing JP polls and like doing it off of that. If they're doing it off of popularity, I'm pretty sure Denki Kaminari clears. But maybe it's Kirishima. Right now, though, what I can tell you is it's a hero, okay? And it's probably a Class 1A student. I think that's how they're going down things here. Again, Kirishima is a popular character. And, you know, for this Annie, personally, I'd rather see Uraraka. I'd literally much rather see Uraraka be the character or the Quirk skill set. She does obviously have her Quirk skill set named in the files. But again, it's not that she actually has any evidence pointing towards her being up and coming, right, as a character, which sucks. Again, you know why it would be cool? Because we most likely see, or will see most likely, Nejire in season, 8. Wouldn't it be sick if you do Nejire and that, or even Nejire and Asui? I know you hate the frog, but listen, the frog with that would be super cool, just because it's like lore based. Like Toga and Hawks, to a degree, you can see it, because like, what did Hawks do to like Toga's like best friend? You know what I mean? So that's the correlation, I guess. Now you have Nejire, who's literally, again, teamed up consistently and constantly with, again, Uraraka or Asui. That would be like a cool way to do things, but would they? Are they that smart when it comes to lore-wise? I have no idea, but I digress. Again, up and coming, we can probably expect those two Quirk skill sets, again, ranging between Denki Kaminari, the Lightning set, or again, Kirishima, the set. I think it's named, actually... so Denki Kaminari's Lightning, Cementos was Slam, remember that? Or if they do Uraraka, her name was, again, Spacewalk, so it was a pretty cool one. Kirishima was actually Red Drive, so they go for that one. That's the ability set they're going for. Again, whatever you want to do with Red Drive, that's what they're calling it, again, if they choose to go for it. If they're going for Asui, they're calling it... What is Asui's? Asui's was being called Sprinkle, and people were saying Cementos could be the one because Cementos was in that previous season's image, and if they do Cementos, it's Slam. So, depends on what they want to go for here, but it would be cool. We just had Toga, you give her Uraraka, it would be such a cool thing. Like, there's actually some lore, because if you look at it, right, you had these two running into each other, He's there just to be a guy, you know, who cares? You had these two run into each other. Now it's Uraraka and Toga run into each other. Again, I like that if it's what they do. But they are not the smartest when it comes to those type of things. But it would be sick, and you cannot tell me it's not. You cannot tell me it's not. Would be cool. Again, Nedge plus that, I don't know, adds up. But again, who am I? But yes, for those being the options, the season will follow the same way. Again, Quirk skill set, they do go, again, hero. So this was, let's start at the very beginning. So hero Quirk skill set into villain Quirk skill set into hero Quirk skill set into villain, because again, this was a rerun. So villain Quirk skill set into hero into now villain, because Toga, but that's the new one, right? Toga's the currently active banner. So right here, active banner, Toga. So again, they're doing it that way. Most likely it's a hero. Between the heroes is, again, most, if we go off of what we had, Toga was in the leaks. It was between Toga, Kirishima, and Kaminari. They checked off one. Now Toga's out the way. Now you're left with, again, Kaminari and Kirishima. You see, they released so many skins with these characters. They're mainly going for the ones that are more popular and whatnot. If you were to look at it again, you see that it's the same few characters that keep getting skins here. Like, again, if you look at Lady and all of them, they're not going to probably get their Quirk skill sets for a bit. For some reason, they're just hated, and I don't get what the reasoning is. But, again, Kirishima's skin, you see that they're just giving it to these characters. So, between the ones that are currently in the files, it's between Kirishima and Kaminari. But if they want to do something really cool lore-wise, they could kick in Uraraka or Frappy. Depends on how they want to do things here. But I do know that, and again, just remember, like, what out of the four options, none of them make sense to be Rapids, other than, like, maybe Kaminari. Rapid Kaminari makes a lot of sense. Unironically, I'm scared, but I don't think so, all right? The other three options, you should be happy, because, again, you can't make Sue, right? And, what is it? A Rapid. You can't make Uraraka a Rapid, because they're already Rapids. You can't make Kirishima one, because, dude, would Rapid Kirishima, dude, he's a tank, all right? Currently, you can make him red, right? Isn't he Assault right now? So make him red. I could see that, but you can't make the other two Rapids. So beg for them. Beg for them. So we have a non-Rapid season. I low-key hope that we have, like, a really busted Kirishima or Kaminari just to put the bird down if they don't nerf him. Could you imagine? I still think that President Mike did an okay job at fighting him. It's just not enough to clear him out the skies because, again, a Hawks is way too fast. We need somebody here to take down the bird. If we get that, we're good to go. Like a Red Dobby type character who mainly targets birds. You know what I mean? Like, not Red Dobby 2.0. We don't want anybody hugging everyone out here, but, you know, we need someone who can hold their own, okay, against that bird. So we'll see exactly what happens here again. People are saying that the upcoming character, if it's Denjire, she's 100% Rapid. Please give me your take on that one. I don't know if that's going to be there, but it looks like potentially what our season 8 contains is Denjire, start of season, and then in the middle season, we're talking Kirishima, Kaminari, high options. But again, if they want to choose something really cool here, they can go Uraraka, and they can go again Asui. I think that's definitely the best bet there. If they're going off of popularity onwards, it doesn't make any sense to be Kaminari or Kirishima. Then it makes sense to be Uraraka, because I thought that Uraraka was also very high on popularity polls, but you know, that would make sense for top 3 heroes or top 4 heroes, right, when it comes to Class 1A, because they're not going down, you know, Endeavor or Aizawa routes yet. They're mainly doing like base characters. So, you know what I mean? If that's the case, then Uraraka makes perfect sense, right? Because again, Kirishima, Kaminari released afterwards. So do what you will with that information. That's all I got for you here today. Take care. Have fun. Peace out. Let me know. Just thought process. Let me know.